In this lesson, we're going to talk about basic dimensioning and notes, specifically accessing the dimensioning commands, the dimension toolbar, dimensioning nomenclature and basics, and the dimension style manager. The user interface in AutoCAD has gone through several renovations to make commands more accessible. The dimensioning commands can be accessed through several options. The first option would be going to the menu bar, selecting dimension, and you can see that there are all the dimensions available to you. The next option would be going to the ribbon and going to the Annotate tab. Under the Annotate tab, you'll see that there is a dimensions panel that is available to you to use all your dimensions. The third option would be the ribbon toolbar panels. So if we go to the Home tab, you'll see that we have an option here for dimension. We also have several different dimension options there. And the fourth option would be to go through the command line, and I could type in my dimension commands. It allowed me to dimension. Please understand that in AutoCAD there are usually multiple different ways to get to something that you want to get to. We're going to open up the Dimension Toolbar. The Dimension Toolbar offers the most flexible option to access the different dimensioning commands. So if we go up to the Tools menu, from there, go down to Toolbars, go to AutoCAD, and select Dimensioning, you'll see that we now have a dimensioning toolbar that is available to us to use for dimensioning. We're going to go ahead and dock that right here. If you look on the dimensioning toolbar, we have a linear dimension here, a line dimension, radius dimension, diameter dimension, angular dimension, center mark, dimension edit, dimension text edit, dimension update, and dimension style. These are the most used ones on this bar. Obviously there are more, but these are the ones we'll concentrate on for now. The rule for creating CAD designs and drawings is that they should be created full size using real-world units. The two main things to consider when placing dimensions are 1. The function of the part, and 2. The manufacturing operations. Detailed drawings should contain only those dimensions that are necessary to make the design. Dimensions for the same feature of the design should be given only once in the same drawing. Nothing should be left to chance or guesswork on a drawing. Drawings should be dimensioned to avoid any possibility of questions. Dimensions should be carefully positioned, preferably near the profile of the feature being dimensioned. Using the Dimension Style Manager. The appearance of dimensions is controlled by dimension variables, which we can set using the Dimension Style Manager dialog box. Notice in the Dimension Style Manager dialog box, the AutoCAD default style name is standard. We can create our own dimension style to fit the specific type of design we are working on, such as mechanical or architectural. To do that, we select the New button. Once we click on the New button, we get a dialog box that allows us to name our new dimension style. We want to name ours Mechanical. Once we've changed the name, we'll select Continue, and it takes us into a dialog box that allows us to set a lot of the settings for this particular dimension style. We're going to start with our primary units. We would like our primary units to be set to fractional. Next, we're going to go to the Fit tab. We can manually adjust the dimension scale factor or let AutoCAD automatically adjust the scale factor. Our current drawing will fit on A size paper, and therefore we will use the scale factor of 1. This will assure the height of the text size will be 1/8 of an inch on plotted drawings. If we change the dimension scale to 2, then the plotted text size will be 1/4 of an inch on plotted drawing. So we're going to leave it at 1 for our purposes. The next thing we're going to do is go to the Text tab. We want to set the text height to 0.125 inches. Next, we're going to go to the Lines tab. On the Lines tab, we want to set Extend Beyond Dim Lines 0.125 inches. Next, we're going to go to the Symbols and Arrows tab. On this tab, we want to set the arrow size and the center marks to 0.125. We also want to make sure that the center marks type is a line, not mark. Notice in the preview, it lets you see all the changes as you're making them. The center mark option is used to control the appearance of center marks and center lines for diameter and radial dimensions. To accept these settings, we're going to select OK. You can now see the mechanical dimension style on the left-hand side. We can select it and select Set Current, and you'll see that we now have our current dimension style as mechanical. Once we've done that, we'll go ahead and select Close.